Greetings, Moonchild. I'm Morpheus, or Morphe to those I want to see again. I know, looking at me, you wouldn't guess I was raised by a village of tieflings, or that I was kicked out of said village for less than saintly actions involving the head priest and his wife at different times. See, I have this trick that the fairies taught me as a kid. I can walk right into your sweet little dreams. Oh, or not so sweet dreams, you naughty thing. I've made a few friends in my days, probably twice as many enemies, except that one time with the priestess of Talos. She got exiled, and oh, never mind that story. I prefer the animals and fae. They just get me, you know? Oh, the scars? Yeah, that was a bad day. I'm just as surprised I made it out as you are. Besides, they make me look fierce. They also remind me that I have seen that true betrayal can only be committed by someone close to you, someone you love. The rest of my circle weren't as lucky. I had some of my best memories with them, and now I'm the only one left. Or the only one that I know of. Life is like a river. It never slows down for anyone. You either flow with it, or get shaped by it. Guess which path I chose.
Whiskerforge's parents lived in the dwarven settlement of Earthheart. Slow to be accepted into their neighborhood, they apprenticed Forge to Fiona Steelcloak, a smith of some skill. All was well until war hit their corner of the world, and young Whiskerforge struck out to help defend his homeland with the help of his ancestors. After the war and his apprenticeship, he started wandering the realms and helping people where he could. Along the way, he met Mira, a cleric of Selûne.
You actually noticed me. That's strange. I'm no one of consequence. Millions of kids get left to their own devices on the streets every day. Especially human kids. I'm human, you know? I figured out pretty quickly it's better for everybody involved if you don't notice me. That's why I left the city as fast as I could. Well, that and because I saw his face everywhere I went.
Hi, I'm Zafu. I'm a young rogue half-orc, just basically trying to find my place in life. I grew up mostly on my own, so basically I had to learn how to be sneaky and steal just to survive. I may not be the smartest dude around since really I didn't get a proper education, but I can handle my own. I enjoy a lot of alone time. I like a nice alcohol. And I love kisses from ladies and men.
Oh, no, you're too soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? It went to the lightning, Dan.
What?
Yeah.
Guys! Welcome, everyone. Oh, no! It restarts if you do it, Haley. Just go ahead and put it back to
Okay, sorry, it's my
live.
first time
All
on tech, everyone. I'll get better, I promise.
It is not a first episode of D&D if we don't screw up tech, so it's all good. Welcome, everyone, to the show. This is the first episode of D&D Episodicals Campaign 3, which is the Stormlord's Wrath. I can hear us echoing through one of your speakers, so just be careful of that. So Haley, Faye is doing our tech, and this is her first time, so she was a little early. We had some setting intros for you, but we'll get those next time. That's okay. Maybe we'll play them during the break or something. So welcome, everyone. I'm Sarah. I'm the CEO of Rem Alternus. I'm really excited to be here with this cast. This is our first all LGBTQ+ campaign of any show that we've done. Which is super exciting. I'm really glad that we have this platform in this way. So, gosh, I have so much to go over, but let's start with introducing you to our wonderful cast. So, Tony, let's start with you.
Hey, my name is Tony. I'm also a part of Rem Alternus, and I am playing Whiskerforge, the 7th level barbarian cleric. Oh my gosh, I know this. I've only had the character sheet for like 2 months. But yeah, otherwise, along with this, I am streaming Dragon Age on
my channel for Shlenny. Wow. I'll get better. I do that on Saturdays at 5 p.m. Central Time, and then at 9:30 a.m. on Sundays, I am going through Knights of the Old Republic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love what Hal says. If you don't find the imposter in your group early, you know it has to be Tony. Absolutely. Tony is a savage at Among Us. By the way, everyone who's joining us, welcome to REM and welcome to the community. We have a Discord channel that's very active and a really supportive community, and we have Friday game nights. And sometimes we play Among Us. And so if you want to get murdered by Tony, join us at Discord, and we'll hang out and have a blast.
I missed last time. I need to go for sure. I would love to get murdered by all of you.
Yes. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, since you talked, let's go for Colin next. Please introduce yourself, Colin.
Okay. Hello, I'm Colin. This is actually my first D&D campaign ever, so I'm very excited, and we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. I'm really excited to have you. You joined the group late as we were creating characters, and I was like, this is where it's at. This is going to be so much fun.
I'm very excited.
We are getting a slight echo, so maybe try, if everyone can try push to talk, that might help us out. So while everyone
change that now.
While everyone is adjusting for that, I will just fill some space for a second so everyone can click the right buttons before we do our next intro. So this is going great, guys. Come for the chaos, stay for the fun, as Kendermage says. So we do have a Kickstarter that's live right now. Yay! Rem Alternus is producing our first comic book, which is Coddlesworth's Clock Circus, and that is a steampunk fantasy adventure that's inspired by tabletop role-playing games. There's a lot of D&D in there that you will definitely be able to see. And we are approaching our first stretch goal, which is for D&D accessories that take place in the world of the comic book and in the city with the characters. So you'll get tokens, you'll get maps. There's a ton of content that will release once we hit $10,000. And then at $15,000, which is my favorite stretch goal and I'm super excited about, everyone gets it in color. The comic book will come in color for everyone who pledges. So please check it out. Thanks for dropping the link, Bree. That's awesome. And we're just really excited. We funded in the first 15 hours, and that's just huge for us. We're so proud. So thank you. Now that everyone, I'm sure, has figured out push to talk, Christine, why don't you go next?
So I'm Christine. I use they, them pronouns. I don't have a green screen today because I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and my home currently does not have power and also has a boil to water notice. So I'm staying with a friend right now, and I'm on his shit. But yeah, we did characters too, right? So I've played D&D a couple times before. I've never streamed before. So that'll be a fun experience. And I am going to be playing Lyron, who is a half tiefling ranger. So yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so excited for these characters. And last but certainly not least, our wonderful tech person, Faye, with the beautiful antlers. Please tell us more.
Hi guys, I'm Faye. This is actually my second all-inclusive LGBTQA D&D that I've done, but the first one I've ever done on stream. I will be playing Morpheus, the druid who is part of the Circle of Dreams. I will basically be a bard personality, but who can also talk to mules and horses. So I got that going for me. And next time I promise I will try to deliver tech to you so much better. You know, you can't be funny, creative, and really good at computers. It just wouldn't be fair to the rest. And I do use she, her pronouns. So yeah.
Awesome. I just realized that I was trying to be supportive and do push to talk, but as the GM, that's going to be like impossible for me. So I'm the special one that gets to not be on push to talk. So a couple of things. We are really excited about this stream and the ways that you, the chat, and our viewers get to interact with us. So we changed a couple things up, and we're trying something brand new. So the things that we're changing up. So if you donate bits, points, subs, if you follow, you get to give any player or the GM inspiration, an auto hit, or a nat 20. So we have 3 different tiers for that, for bits and also for your channel points. So as you watch more and more, you'll be able to use your channel points for free to help out the players. And you can also use bits as well. Also, if you donate bits, or you subscribe, or you follow, which we've already had a couple follows happen, I think 2, you'll see that we have a stream boss on the screen. And this is the first time we've done this for a REM show, and I'm super excited. So what this means is as you guys donate, sub, follow, that stream boss gets its HP lowered like you guys hit it. If you defeat the stream boss, your name will show up on the next stream boss that's back at full health. And we have a super secret chat fighter, level 7 fighter that is with the party that's run by chat. So when you defeat it, you guys get to take a swing at whatever bad guy comes up next. And I'm super excited about that interaction. So help us beat up on all the bad guys that we're going to be fighting. Help us face the Storm Lord themselves, Talos. And with that... one final note, we aren't doing it this week, but next week we are also going to have a way to interact where you can maybe get some free Rem Alternus swag. So we're going to be doing some giveaways through this stream, and I'm really excited about that. So that'll come next week. Stay tuned, follow us, and let's get started on our adventure, guys.
Woo!
Okay. So we met as a group to kind of figure out tech and figure out editing and figure out our characters and interact a little together. So most of our characters are either in the place that we are beginning or on their way to the place that we are beginning. So Morphe and Forge, you both had arrived at the Wayside Inn, which is along the high road between Neverwinter and Leylon, which is where you're heading. So as you arrive, you see it's a small inn. You've got warm glow from the windows and everything. It's just after nightfall. So you guys have been traveling, and you know that this is kind of that halfway point where you can rest before continuing on. What are you guys doing?
Well, I guess forgot my mule's name. I need to get these guys into a barn or into the stable. But yeah.
Easy enough. You actually see 2 wide doors to the north. Here, I'm going to ping it on the map and take you guys there. So that definitely it's like the half-way doors that are like have wooden bars across the top of it. So it's a full solid door, but you can see inside, and you can definitely hear the sound of horses. You can recognize that as a stable.
Okay, I would like to take my mules there, ultimately.
Okay.
I will follow excitedly behind because I hear the sound of neighing and whinnying, and I'm like, there's more horses that Blackhoof and Whitetail can make friends with. Ooh, yes. Do you think they have any interesting stories about the people here? Let's go check it out.
Amazing. Yeah. So as you guys head in, you see 2. Let's drag your characters are there. So if you haven't already, drag your characters onto the map. And as you head inside, you see a human that's just kind of like, looks like they've just put their horse away and are headed toward the stairs right here. But other than that, you see a that's mine. Stop moving mine. Or is that you? Where are your
Is that me?
I have my little picture down there at the bottom trying to click and drag it.
Yeah, that's you. That's you, Zarfu. You're not here yet.
Yeah, I realize that.
You're just so excited. All right, so I'm gonna. So you also see a door to the south, and you see a half orc come out of that hall and kind of look at you and go, you visitors just arriving? You looking to stable up?
Yeah.
All right, well, choose a stall, and it's gonna be a silver a night, and it's gonna be a silver a night to bunk as well.
Okay. Great.
All right, as soon as you're ready, you can head into the bar. I'll collect when you're in there.
I would like to look around and see what other horses or mounts are currently stabled here, if any.
Sure. She looks like she's in a hurry. This half orc has, as you look at her, she has 2 hammers across her back, and she also has 2 hammers at her belt as well. Make an insight check, if you both could. First roll of the game.
Hey.
And she's got bronze bracers that are super detailed that look like 3 lightning bolts across each arm. Let's see. Insight. Well, Faye is rolling 3 times. You've got your advantage on 2, so just double check that.
Okay.
So I'm going to take your first roll, which is a 13, and Forge's is a 22. So Forge, as you kind of see her walk past you, and again, she seems like she's in a hurry, you can see the blackening of fingertips, and you smell fire on her, and you totally get that she's a smithy, and she's probably just gotten off work.
Okay.
So she heads straight past you toward the door. And heads out toward the tavern part of the building. So, Morphe, you head to the stables. You see 1 horse and 1 pony. That's all that seems to be here. And the horse is a beautiful black with the white socks and a white diamond on his nose. And the pony is a small brown pony with some of the white spotting on its rear.
I would like to take a look at Forge and be like, I'll nudge them and I'll lean into their little cat-like ears and whisper, the best way to get information is to talk to people's mounts. You'd be surprised what people will tell their animals, and they just don't think they'll ever tell anyone else. I think we should go over to the pony because they're a little bit more gossipy than the stallions tend to be in my experience. And I'm going to see if they have any insight on any people of interest here or any jobs for hire. I think we were sent here to look for someone particular, but I did not write down the name, so I have no idea who it was. That's the bar. That's what it is.
Just to keep track here, I've got my players keeping track of the chat for me. So it looks like we've already had a couple of stream bosses destroyed. Shay did some gift subs to several people, so we'll have to keep an eye on that to see. I think we've have at least 2 fighter hits coming our way. So if you guys can keep track of that for me, that'd be great. All right, animal handling.
Poorly.
11. So the horses, the horse and the pony you find they're kind of tired. They've been traveling a long way. So they're a little like grumpy and not overly chatty at the moment. But you can still engage with them if you would like to speak with animals.
Yes, I would. Okay, now this is going to be the first time I use this D&D Beyond back here, so bear with me.
You can always read to us what it does, too, and how the spell works, if you'd like. For anyone that's brand new to D&D, like Colin, we are more than happy to explain any of the rules people need.
I think I must be a terrible druid. I don't think I got that spell to speak to animals. Let me see. Charm person, cure wounds.
Maybe you have to take that at next level.
I was like, surely my animal handling will be good enough, but clearly that is not going to work in my favor this time around. So
you notice that for being a stranger, like they're not overly affectionate or anything, but they aren't alarmed by your presence at all.
All right, I'll turn back to Forge, and I'll just shrug nonchalantly, like it was like I totally had a full conversation with them, but I just didn't feel like they had any important information to share. And then I will nudge them to follow us into the tavern for maybe something to eat and a little bit of warmth.
Yeah.
Cool. While you do that, Faye, there's some messages in Discord waiting for you for tech stuff. So while we do that, we're going to blast on over to... Actually, you know what, Tony, let's go with you first. So you've been... Are you hanging out with Morphe while she's doing her horse talking, or are you heading inside?
I think while she was talking to them, I was I just want to get the barding off of my animals and get them brushed down and taken care of and everything too. So.
Okay, so you're taking good care of them and getting them all ready for their evening in the stable.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a little time in here. So yeah, we're gonna blast on over to Christine and Colin. So the difference here is that you're both traveling from different directions. One of you is coming from the north on the high road, and one of you is coming from the south on the high road. So, Colin, you are traveling north from the south end, and night has just begun to fall. You can actually see over the next hillside, like a little glow, like there's probably a building in the distance. So, why don't you tell us where you've been, how you've gotten to this point, and what you're looking for here toward the Wayside Inn?
Okay, so Zarfu, he pretty much had to raise himself. He has been alone most of his life. So he basically had to learn how to fend for himself. And but he's not unhappy. Like he's just like, hey, this is my life and like this is what I gotta do. So he basically is just kind of traveling around, but he wants to eventually find like some place to call home. So that's what he's doing. He's just kind of wandering around, traveling, meeting people, and if he finds a place that he really, really likes, he's probably gonna stay there.
Cool. So yeah, as you are heading up, how about Lyron? What are you doing heading south?
So I had also just sort of been going up and down the high road, taking care of smaller jobs that I could handle on my own. And when I had stopped in one of the cities, I actually ran into Aurelia Nightbrook. And
What?
Right, crazy. Nobody, definitely not our GM Sarah. And so she was like pretty busy with people throwing themselves at her, but I kind of just made some questionable decisions involving casting friendship on guards, and kind of snuck into the inn to just have a quick chat with her. And she said that there might be work up this way, so I decided to come up this way.
Awesome. So yeah, you see as you're kind of coming down a hillside. So you see the inn in the distance coming your way. So with that, I'm going to switch back real quick to Faye and Morphe, but take your time. To Faye and Tony, but take your time if you need to do some tech stuff.
Well, I made an adjustment now, so people will have to tell me if this sounds any better when people are talking.
Cool. Also, you typed as me again in OBS.
Dang it. If you see any witty off-the-wall comments from Sarah, that is actually me with 5 different chat boxes up. My apologies.
So, as you guys finish with the horses, or the horse, you have a horse and a mule, right?
I have 2 mules.
2 mules, okay. So as you finish up and you head in, you see that it's actually pretty bustling inside. A lot of the tables are filled with patrons. I'm going to move the map over to the inside. I do that by hitting shift and click because Shay taught me that. So as you head inside, you see a lot of laborers, probably farmers in a lot of cases. You see a halfling that's sitting here at a table, kind of humming to herself. You see a kind of dusty, dirty looking bard that's relaxing here. Seems to kind of be like thinking of like a ditty or something in his head, and you can definitely tell with the lute on his back that he's a bard, but he also gets out some paper and starts writing. And then you see also a really lovely half-elf sitting here with a stack of papers and like a stack of coins, and she's writing away as well. And then you see the bartender here who is, he's human. He has a really scarred face. And as he's looking up and dealing with people, he seems really friendly. You see he's got a really crooked smile. And he's wearing a trident pendant around his neck. So that's, and you now see also, because I left her outside, you see the half-orc Smithy sit down at the bar and begin to drink.
All right, Forge, what do you want to do? You're the one who dragged me out here instead of going back into the woods like I wanted to come help some random person after we just got done helping that entire crewman of sailors out on the ocean. And you know what? I'm gonna just follow you. Have a great time. I'm really hungry though, and it's getting a little bit late, so get a little hangry here. I don't have any good berries left because I used them all on our trip here. So
I mean, you could have ate on the way here.
yeah,
we ate before we left.
I know, but that was like a whole 3 hours ago, and we did a lot of walking. And
right. Well, I guess I'll go and pay for room and board. You want to pick where to sit and then order?
I will look for the most interesting person in the tavern and sit right beside them.
Of the most interesting, you pretty much have the lovely half-elf who seems very busy, the bard seems very busy with himself, and the halfling who just is kind of like looking around the room and like watching everyone and but humming to herself.
I think I will go ahead and I will stalk on over to the halfling because she looks like she could use a conversation, and I will just slide into the table. I'll make sure there's room for forage when they come back, and I will wave my hand up to the barkeep and wait for them to come over, and I'll just set my hands on the table after I do that and be like, how you doing? What's going on? What's the sitch here in this tavern? I'm Morphe. I haven't been in public for a long time, so my conversation skills are a little bit rusty, but I think you look like you could use a friend, and I'm the type of person who helps friends. So
I can always use a friend. I really like friends, actually. I'm very similar. People say that I talk too much, but I don't think that's right. I'm just really friendly and want to get to know people. My name is Scylla Scalesweep, and I'm actually just from Neverwinter. I was coming through and stopped here for the night. I actually got here like mid-afternoon, but it was a really long walk. So, but I am heading to Leylon because I want to settle in that new town, and I'm hoping to be hired by Voldy Itipa because she runs the fishery down there, and I think I would be a really good fisheryer, and I want a job, and I want to start a new life in a nice new city. And also, who are you? Who's? And you see as she's talking, she's got like really long hair that's tied into 5 braids on top of her head, and as they fall down around her, like they bob when she talks, and she's just really excited to have someone to talk to. My
So
camera just went
as
blurry.
that conversation just kept going longer than the simple introduction, you can see that Morphe's eyes start to doze off a little bit, but she snaps back because she wants to be attentive, and she leans into this little halfling Silas and asks, I'm not much for cities and maps, just kind of go wherever the river takes me, and that's just where I end up. But I've heard a lot of people talk about this Leylon place. I thought they were undergoing some sort of construction, or they need people to like build back up the town. Like, what's going on with that? I'm a little bit out of the news.
Well, I didn't know too much, except it was abandoned for a really long time, and like something happened with like monsters took it over, but like now everything's fine, and they're rebuilding it. I don't know how long it was abandoned, but it needs a lot of work. It used to be a really busy little port because it's right on the water. So I don't know. It just sounds like a great place to start over. Probably lots of space and lots of property. It's for cheap.
Oh, I'm not looking to settle down anywhere, but my friend Whisker Forge is always trying to help people. It's their charm, I suppose. I just kind of go with them when they need me to knock a few people around or charm a few pants or antlers off. And then I'll look around and see if Forge has kind of set up their tab and gotten the room, and if they are, then I will wave them over to let them know that I am sitting at this table with this halfling.
Cool. So Forge, what have you been doing in this time?
Yeah, I do want to, I want to do exactly that. Set up, I guess the blacksmith that we went into, said that she'd collect the money once we got inside. So I guess I'll go up to her.
Okay, so you head on over to her. She's at the bar. She goes. She kind of turns on her stool and goes and looks at the half elf that's sitting at the table right behind her, and says, "Hey, Martisha, we've got some more patrons for the night. I already told them what they owe us collected. Are you doing the count soon?" And Martisha kind of looks up, a little annoyed. She looks like she was just interrupted mid-thought and is like, yeah, just drop in the bag, and kind of goes back to her work. And so the smith collects from you and kind of heads just over to her table and opens the pouch and drops the coins in and heads back to her drink.
Oh, okay. Was it 1 silver per 40 for the meals? So it would be.
So if you're gonna share a room, it's just 1 silver. If you're gonna get 2 rooms, it would be silver.
Okay. I guess after traveling with Morphe and knowing Morphe, I would know this. Would Morphe prefer a room alone, or?
I will literally sleep on the floor. Or turn into one of my cat forms and curl up at the foot of the bed. I feel like having been long-term friends, we probably would have shared rooms at this point.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just get the room for us and then the stabling for the mules.
Perfect. So that'll be 3 silver.
Okay.
All right. So as you hand that over, you hear the half orc also call, kind of lean past the bartender, and shout to the back, Kurag, get some of your stew out here. We have new patrons. And you hear like you hear some sass coming from the back, like, look at you barking orders like you're in charge. How about you drive your happy ass on back here and you can deliver some stews to the patrons? The smith kind of laughs and goes, I do my job, you do yours. And that's kind of the end of it.
Okay.
So you head over to this corner as well. Morpheus, you were setting up the space for the three of you to sit. You kind of take the two chairs from this table and pull them on over to this corner table. So you're a little bit blocking the kitchen, but that's okay. And yeah, so with that, as Forge comes over and sits, and Scylla, almost with like without even taking a breath, is like explaining to you the situation in Leyland, and then immediately, like without even stopping, just turns to Forge and goes, "Hi, I'm Scylla, and I do. I'm actually, I was just talking to your friend, and one thing I forgot to mention is I am a musician." And so, if you guys need any entertainment tonight while you're staying, I'd be happy to play some harmonica for you. I'm really good at it, and I really enjoy it. And I love playing for an audience. And I see they have a little stage right up front. So if you need, I can provide some entertainment. But nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Whisker Forge.
Oh, hi, Whisker Forge.
Yes.
And she immediately is off on the next story. As who you heard the name was Kurag comes out of the kitchen here, and just like wings over, kind of looks around, sees you guys, doesn't recognize you, so drops a couple of stews at the table. Right as she's about to set them out, you hear a bang, and you hear our friend, the one that you had seen stabling the horses, down in the next room, and then head upstairs, come flying and going, "Hide! Everyone hide! They're coming! The undead are coming!" And with that, you hear a bang on the far door. And you see the half-elf stand and look at the smith and go, get to the stables. And you see her slip in the kitchen area with Kurag following, and then the half-elf looks at Bacchus and says, "You know what to do." And we're gonna take our 10-minute break there, right before we go into our to Zarfu and Lyron and what they see from the outside. So thank you all for joining us. Please hang tight. We're gonna be back in 10, and we'll see what happens.
Greetings, Moonchild. I'm Morpheus, or Morphe to those I want to see again. I know, looking at me, you wouldn't guess I was raised by a village of tieflings, or that I was kicked out of said village for less than saintly actions involving the head priest and his wife at different times. See, I have this trick that the fairies taught me as a kid. I can walk right into your sweet little dreams. Oh, or not so sweet dreams, you naughty thing. I've made a few friends in my days, probably twice as many enemies, except that one time with the priestess of Talos. She got exiled, and oh, never mind that story. I prefer the animals and fae. They just get me, you know? Oh, the scars? Yeah, that was a bad day. I'm just as surprised I made it out as you are. Besides, they make me look fierce. They also remind me that I have seen that true betrayal can only be committed by someone close to you, someone you love. The rest of my circle weren't as lucky. I had some of my best memories with them, and now I'm the only one left. Or the only one that I know of. Life is like a river. It never slows down for anyone. You either flow with it, or get shaped by it. Guess which path I chose.
Whiskerforge's parents lived in the dwarven settlement of Earthheart. Slow to be accepted into their neighborhood, they apprentice forged to Fiona Steelcloak, a smith of some skill. All was well until war hit their corner of the world, and young Whiskerforge struck out to help defend his homeland with the help of his ancestors. After the war and his apprenticeship, he started wandering the realms and helping people where he could. Along the way, he met Mira, a cleric of Selûne.
You actually noticed me. That's strange. I'm no one of consequence. Millions of kids get left to their own devices on the streets every day. Especially human kids. I'm human, you know? I figured out pretty quickly it's better for everybody involved if you don't notice me. That's why I left the city as fast as I could. Well, that and because I saw his face everywhere I went.
Hi, I'm Zafu. I'm a young rogue half-orc, just basically trying to find my place in life. I grew up mostly on my own, so basically I had to learn how to be sneaky and steal just to survive. I may not be the smartest dude around since really I didn't get a proper education, but I can handle my own. I enjoy a lot of alone time. I like a nice alcohol, and I love kisses from ladies and men.
The High Road. This highway hugs the coast, connecting Neverwinter to the coastal cities of Luskan to the north and Waterdeep to the south. For years, the stretch of road south of Neverwinter fell into disuse because of frequent monster attacks. Recently, efforts have been made to keep the road safe with light patrols of guards.
Leylon. This small town along the high road is in the midst of rebuilding itself after being abandoned for years. It serves as the main base of the characters during this adventure.
You go live, all right? So you don't blow the reds out.
Okay.
And we're still doing push to talk, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Hi, everyone. We are back. Hopefully with better audio this time. Let us know if we fixed it. we did some stuff, so we're hoping. But I am excited to see what is banging on the door. So we are going to zoom back out onto the high road with Zarfu first. So Zarfu, as you come across that hillside, you see down below and up the road, you see a tavern on your right. And it looks like it's got 2 levels. That's probably the Wayside Inn that you've been looking for, or that you were told about anyway. And as you come up and get closer, you don't see anything, but you hear like a really loud, frantic banging, and it sounds like several people banging, maybe on the entryway, which is up facing the north, so around the corner from what you can see. What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna want to avoid the noise right now. I would like to maybe go around the other side of the building. Is there another way in? Or maybe I would.
You can check it out. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah,
You've
I
never
would check.
been here before.
That's okay. You're right. I would check out the building.
All right,
Also,
so
I do want to say that Vort gifted a gold gift to me, he said. Or they
Yay!
said. Yeah, I don't know if that was pointed out, so, and I also
Thank
don't
you.
remember what that means, but
so a gold
you know.
is a nat 20 when you need it. So on your if you do an investigation or a perception or maybe an initiative roll, that would be when you would spend it here coming up. Thank you, Vort. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Vort. Yes.
So I am going to reveal real quick here.
Reveal.
More of the building. So you can't see inside of this, obviously, but you can see the bottom of the map is where I just showed a little bit more. So Faye, if you can make sure our viewers can see that. So you see a small garden. You see some windows and like a little pig pen area kind of in the back. And so as you head, I assume you're heading over kind of around, where'd your token go? Here you are. Back on my grab. So kind of heading along the garden and up this side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you do, you see as you round this corner that there's no doors. It looks like the only entryways are probably on the north side of the building.
Okay.
Are you going to creep up to the corner, go back along the road? What's your plan?
Actually, I would kind of like to look through those windows that are down here.
Okay. As you do look through, so you're going to step on some cabbages, you rude person. You.
No, not cabbages.
Not my cabbages!
It's okay. The merchant's not around, so he won't know it was me.
So as you peek in, you see you see a kitchen. So you see warm glow, stove is on, and you can see something cooking, like a big pot, but the kitchen itself is empty right now.
Okay.
You do see, though, as you peek in and you're kind of looking around in both of the windows, you do see that there does appear to be a door on the west side of the building.
Ooh. I would like to check out the door.
Okay. All right. So as you creep up to it, you see a sign on it that's like scrawled, use main entrance. But do you try to open it?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's unlocked.
But like, oh, okay.
Probably the staff comes in and out this way, and maybe they take their smoke breaks or something out this way. So kitchen is open. You can get inside. You hear a lot of chaos as you creep in, and you can see there's a door here that's left open. And you can see into the tavern, and you see like a lot of chaos, a lot of movement. Some people are kind of like shifting chairs and hiding under the tables. Some people are like taking action. You can see actually all the way up to the top of the room. You see a half elf and a human male kind of like slamming the door and barricading it with like these beams across the door frame.
So I think for now, I would like to just stay in the kitchen. Since I don't know what's going on out there, I don't really want to be a part of it yet.
Okay.
But I think I would like to kind of see if there's anything in the kitchen that I could just like pocket real quick.
Roll an
There's no one
investigation.
around. Okay. So
Dang. Okay.
So a 17. So yeah, as you look around the room, you see a couple of coins left out as though like sharing tips or something like that with the cook. But really what you notice is a really nice set of knives that you could probably sell for profit.
Ooh. Can I take all of those?
Yes, you can.
Okay, there's no one around, so well, I guess so Zarfu is gonna like look out the window again real quick and be like, oh, okay, is everyone still going crazy? Okay. So then he's gonna go over and like real quick, he puts the coins in his pocket and he like grabs the knives and he like hides them like all over. He's really good at like I got it, I'm ready to move. So he does that real fast, and then he's just gonna kind of chill in the kitchen and wait until either someone comes in or the noise dies down or something.
Okay, so you are waiting in the kitchen at this point. So I'm going to stick your token in the kitchen. Lyron. So you've been walking up or down south of this road, coming down the hill, and as you do, you can see the inn in front of you, down a ways, and all of a sudden, like you see these really slow people. And they look like silhouettes or shadows in the darkness. But you see like they're walking kind of funny, and where you would normally see them just like open the door and walk into the inn, you just see them start banging on the doorway. And as you get closer, you actually see the first doorway give. And I'm going to make a little reveal here. So give me 1 second. Move you.
Yeah, somehow I got stuck inside of the inn and Whiskerforge is still outside of the inn.
What? Oh, move yourself.
I can't get out. That's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't figure out how to get myself out.
Mine's also stuck outside. I can't move them into the tavern.
Yeah, I thought it was, the doors act real, or the
real
walls act
doors.
real, but I can't get through the doors either.
No.
All right, I'm going to delete your tokens so you can just draw them or drag them onto the map, and you should be able to control them.
Sounds good to me. Boom. All right, so I'm coming from the south. How did that happen? I got stuck again, and I don't know. There we go. I unstuck myself. Okay, cool.
So you are coming from up here, basically.
Up here. Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, so
you see them kind of get through this first door and start like trying to again on the second door.
So I know Lyron I doesn't know this, but I know that they're undead. And the undead are one of my kinds of favorite enemy.
Ooh.
So I feel like
Do you want to roll a perception and see them?
That's what I was thinking, is rolling a perception, and then I should have on intuition checks. Yeah, to recall information about them, I have advantage on intuition checks. Or survival checks to...
Cool. And I also see that we've defeated the stream boss, I think, one more time. So that's going to be 3 hits that can be helped. So thank you, chat.
All right. So you said that perception is what you wanted me to roll first? Okay.
See what you see and if you can see it. 20. Yeah, so you, as you're watching them, and, undead are your favorite enemies and stuff like that, and you aren't a new adventurer. So the shuffling walk, the way they're banging rather than just, opening the damn door, these are probably zombies, and you know what to do to zombies.
Okay. And so there's over by the stably part, and then there's 2 that have come in the main entrance.
Yep. And I would say at this point, you are, we'll say 120 feet up the road still.
Okay. So since I have Dread Ambusher, which means at the start of turns of combat, my walking speed increases by 10 feet. I think I'm going to make a really questionable decision because I can. And I'm going to start going for the 2 undead, directly, here.
Okay. Well, activating that means we are going to activate rolling initiative. So I need everyone to click your token first and then roll initiative in D&D Beyond. I'm also going to roll an initiative for our chat fighter and then all of our bad guys.
Okay.
19 chat fighter. Chat.
Alrighty.
We're going to do...
My rolls are just on a solid start, just so you know.
No, I didn't do the thing. Oh, I did do the thing. Cool.
Oh, hold on. Am I real bad at everything? Hold on. I might have not turned on the... Oh, good. It worked. Okay. Turn tracker.
I don't think I didn't do the thing where I click my person because they hiding. Oh, here somewhere. That's fine. Or wait, no, because it applied for that one. So it should...
Excited to kick some zombie butt over here.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's lots of zombie butt to hit.
Walking Dead, DC, don't know her.
Then give me one moment as well. Cool. All right, now time to get all of these in order. So we've got, at the top of the order, I'm going to remember 19 is our fighter. So our chat fighter gets to hit first. Amazing. So let's see here.
Sarah, what does our chat fighter look like? Can you describe them?
I hate you so much. Our chat fighter is a character for our chat, so our chat should describe what our chat fighter looks like.
Yes.
And we will make it canon.
All right, everyone
So-
just has to put in their features that they want, and we'll make some sort of monstrosity.
Yep, absolutely. We'll put our artists to work. All right, so chat fighter is going to go first, and chat fighter is going to target that zombo right there first. So go roll a nice attacky. Come on, do the thing. I push the button.
Question: if polearm is 2 words, does that mean that they have an arm that is a pole in this context?
They also have a hive mind and are green, apparently. So
With fiery hair.
I rely on all of you to take notes on this. I'm busy fighting you with creatures. So, so a 17 for the chat fighter is going to hit. We're going to roll damage. That is 12 slashing damage on our zombo. Noted.
Zombini.
Our zombini. I'm on the wrong layer. There we go.
oh no.
Can I get myself?
Nice. So you just see as you're running toward Lyron, you see a various green-skinned, apparently 8-armed fighter,
Hair of flame.
that has a long sword that glows a little bit, just slash at the first zombie out here, and a big gash is there. Black stuff's coming from it. It's pretty gross. But the zombie, all of the zombies kind of stop at that point and straighten and just turn and look at you, Lyron.
Oh, okay. Because, like, heck me, right?
Our fighter both exists and doesn't exist.
That's fair. I mean...
So next in the order are are 2 of the zombies, actually. So we're going to do that first.
Why am I not on that list?
Did you select your token?
I thought I did, but now I can't even find my token.
You're still up at the top. Oh, it's because I haven't revealed that part of the map, because it's not part of the map. That's why you can't see it. So, ta-da! There you are.
Cool. Rad. Love it.
This is why I have to keep up the GM roll 20 and the player roll 20 so I can see what you see.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I guess I roll again.
What was that? Yeah.
I guess I should
go
roll
ahead.
again then?
You can take your first roll and I can change it in the turn order.
Okay, yeah. My first roll was also a 17, I believe.
So we'll have...
Or no, my first roll was a 20, but not a nat. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go with that 20.
Okay, sounds good. You're still not popping up here. Did you click your token?
I did. That time I definitely did. Did it come through down there? It did.
All right, let me... I fix. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. We are live. Okay, so Discord exploded, and so we all jumped onto Facebook Messenger, and Tom took over text, so Tom is going to try to get our images back up here and kind of coach us through this and take care of things. Don't worry, we'll also get the stream boss back up. I still know that you guys have 2 more hits against our bad boys here. So I'm gonna head back into the chat. We're just gonna have to be very vocal about what's going on so people can follow along with us. So when we broke up, we were just talking about how Lyron got a 20 on their initial initiative. But just to keep with the storyline, I'm going to make it 17 so that you can go now. So Christine, as Lyron, whenever you are ready. Oh, you are super quiet, Christine.
Yeah, I'm talking through my phone, which has a really terrible microphone, so I'm trying to see if I can stop Facebook onto the computer, but I'm not actually on my computer right now, so it's taking a second.
Okay. Okay, good. So the compressor, so you can be heard through Twitch, so that's good. So go ahead, Christine, then, and for now, go ahead and do your turn.
I have things to open then. Okay. I am going to go for... Well, I guess they've made it... Well, if they broke into the door, I probably have line of sight, right? Because the door's not moving back anymore.
Yeah, it's in splinters, so you can definitely see. You were at the start of this turn, you were still that 120 feet away. So I know you want to make your movement faster and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking I'm gonna start out with my longbow since I'm perfect.
Cool. So you want to use your movement to move closer. What's your speed?
My speed. I guess my speed.
Someone is typing very loudly, so I cannot hear. Your speed is what?
It's normally 30, but I gain 10 because.
So you're at 40. So that would take your distance down to 80, and you can go ahead and use your longbow to shoot at these bad boys.
Okay.
Which one are you going at? The one that's injured or the one that's not?
I'm gonna go ahead and go for the injured. Just trying to get all the way out.
Fair enough. Go ahead and make your attack and roll 20.
Okay.
A 16 is going to hit. Go ahead and click your pink longbow button on roll 20 to roll damage. 7. All right, so you hear a foot as it connects, and it even shoots right through him and comes out the other side. That you can see as he kind of twists that's out the other side of him. He kind of stumbles, but just keeps coming at you. All right, it is now this that zombie that you just hit. It's his turn now.
Okay.
So he has a movement of 20 feet and is going to use his entire action to move toward you. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20. So now you are 60 feet away from him. And actually he's going to double his movement because so he is only 40 feet away from you now. Same with, let me make sure it's the right, yep, that boyo. So he's going to move. He is 40 feet away from you now. All right, so that was their entire turns. Now let me check something. For the next in our initiative, we might have a little surprise visitor here.
Is it Babyface?
Well, not exactly.
That sounds ominous and terrible.
That's probably fine. I'm sure it's.
So, Lyron, you feel very cold all of a sudden around you. And it's the kind of cold that just seeps into your bones. Like, wearing more clothes is not going to warm you from this kind of cold. So, let's do...
Yo.
Alright, just push the button, so now I have to wait for it to load. Okay, cool. So does an 18 hit you?
That's an excellent question. My armor class is 15, so yes.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to take 21 necrotic damage.
That's a lot. Oh,
And I need you to make a constitution saving throw. What appears before you, I'm gonna show it to you.
Jesus.
Is a black ghostly figure with yellow eyes, and you just feel pure hatred as that cold hits you hard. Your con saving throw was a 6, so your hit point maximum is reduced by that 21 damage you took.
Oh, okay, so that, like, not temporarily, like, forever?
Forever, as far as you are aware, until you do until you figure out what's attacking you. Make a...
Fun, right?
What was that?
You said 21 damage?
Yes. And go ahead and also make me a make an intelligence check. Yeah, you have no idea what this thing is. No clue.
If it's dead, can I use my favored enemy abilities to... Yeah, I have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about undead enemies.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do it then. Roll with your advantage.
Sitting over here with my 2 initiative, guys. Keeping it real.
How? Why? No.
So, I would like you all to know that the evil entity that Christine is facing just caused them to roll 3 6s in a row.
The number of the devil.
Yes, there is so much evil happening, and it's pretty epic right now. I see in the chat, it's Constitution save 6, Intelligence save 6, Intelligence save 6.
Oh, Babyface is a curse. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm actually afraid of Babyface now. Like, what's going on? Did we create a real, like, entity that's now gonna attack us?
Probably.
This is pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
But next up in the order is, I believe, at 14 is Zarfu.
Okay. So, I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, can I just, like, go out and join the fun? Or...
Are you going outside? Are you heading into the inn? Like
into the inn?
Yeah, you can absolutely walk into the inn.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna say there's like so much commotion, obviously, and I'm like, what's going on? So I will walk into the actual like inn part from the kitchen, and
Are you trying to be sneaky, or are you just like, hey guys, what's up?
yeah, I'm just gonna walk in and see what's up.
Okay.
Hey demons, it's your boy.
Yeah.
It's really weird, Alice. Stop it. Stop doing that.
Okay, So I guess like I don't know what I should do at this point, or like what I can do.
So, you could use an action to kind of like just assess what's going on in the situation around you. You don't
Okay.
really know what's like you still hear, or you heard banging and then the banging just stopped.
Okay.
But you see, like, yeah, I guess what you could do is assess the situation, or you could go somewhere in this room to take an action, if there's an action that you know you want to take with the current information you have.
No, I think I'll just assess.
Okay, roll me a perception and an insight.
Okay.
Okay. So with your 11 perception, like you're not noticing much of the nuance of the situation, but you do know that it seems as though the half-elf at the front of the building by the door is like prepared and in control of this situation. The human next to her is like barricading that door and starting to bark out orders, like down that hallway into the next room. And you see, like throughout the room, like a lot of people are hiding, and you see that the human turns as soon as the door is barricaded and looks to the room and goes, under the stairs, get the chest out. There's weapons in there. We're all going to have to fight if we're going to survive this. And starts barking out those commands. That's what you see.
Okay.
So you'll be able to decide what you want to do with that information on your next turn.
Okay, great.
Cool. All right. So next in the order, we have another Zombo.
Sambo.
I blame this kind of talk entirely on Michael Coombe from D&D Episodicals 1 because he started calling goblins gobos. So apparently now in my brain, everything is a bow. All right. So all the zombies had stopped. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And he's going to move right next to him. Well, it's not his turn yet, though. All right. So that is Zombo's turn. It is now... Who rolled a 13? I believe that's Whiskerforge.
Yep. That is me. All right. So they did mention undead. So I'm going to use my movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am going to move up here.
Okay.
And I'll ready my weapon. And as a bonus action, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
So.
And you can use that right away if you would like, and if it's within range.
Is there anything in here yet?
Not in this room. I don't know if you can...
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I still ready a weapon or ready an act? No, I can't.
You can hold an action, so if something comes in, like, you can hit it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that, though.
Okay.
So.
All right, so what action are you holding?